if you are over the age of 60. The rules for staying healthy have fundamentally changed, and it's a playbook that most people, unfortunately, never receive. The very habits that served you well in your 30s and 40s may not just be ineffective now. They could be quietly setting the stage for a serious health crisis. We're not talking about the obvious villains like smoking or a diet of fast food. We're talking about the daily rituals you've been told are the very cornerstones of a healthy lifestyle. In clinics across the country, doctors are seeing a recurring and frustrating pattern. Far too many seniors are arriving in their offices confused and worried. They're dealing with sudden, unexplainable brain fog that clouds their thinking, blood pressure that refuses to come down despite their diligence with medication, or a dangerous fall that seemingly came out of nowhere. And when their daily habits are reviewed, a common frustrated phrase emerges from their lips. "But I thought I was doing everything right." Here is the fundamental truth that everyone over 60 needs to understand. The human body's operating system gets a major update as we age. Your metabolism slows down, your kidney and liver function becomes less efficient, and your body's sensitivity to certain foods and chemicals changes dramatically. What was once beneficial can become a hidden risk. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on 3 of these dangers, according to the latest research and warnings from leading geriatric specialists, cardiologists, and neurologists. Understanding this information may be one of the most powerful steps you can take to protect your health, your independence, and your future. Let's begin with the first hidden danger, one that often starts the day for millions of people: that morning glass of sunshine. For decades, a tall glass of orange or grapefruit juice has been marketed as the symbol of a healthy breakfast. It's seen as a pure, natural source of vitamin C, a refreshing way to hydrate, and a ritual that feels wholesome and right. But a growing number of doctors, and more specifically pharmacists, are sounding a serious alarm, especially for the vast number of seniors taking common, life-saving medications. The issue isn't just the massive, fast-acting sugar load in a glass of juice, which on its own can send your blood sugar on a damaging roller coaster. The real hidden danger lies in a class of natural compounds found in certain citrus fruits, most potently in grapefruit and Seville oranges. These compounds are called furanocoumarines. This is a term most people have never heard, but its effects can be profound. Think of your liver and intestines as having a sophisticated metabolic gatekeeper, an enzyme called CYP3A4. It's responsible for breaking down a huge percentage of prescription drugs, controlling how much of a medication gets into your bloodstream and how long it stays there. When you drink grapefruit juice, the furanocoumarines essentially shut down this gatekeeper. The system is thrown into chaos. Suddenly, medications for high cholesterol, like common statins, or drugs for high blood pressure, like calcium channel blockers, aren't metabolized properly. Instead of a controlled therapeutic dose entering your system, the drug can flood your bloodstream at 2, 3, or even 10 times the intended concentration. This creates what doctors call a functional overdose, even though you took the correct pill. The signs can be subtle creeping, fatigue, unexplained dizziness, or unusual muscle soreness. Might just chalk it up to getting older, when in reality, your healthy breakfast is turning your prescription into a poison. The expert advice is clear and direct. If you are on any long-term medication, especially for your heart, blood pressure, or cholesterol, you should avoid grapefruit juice entirely. For other juices, the recommendation is to ditch the daily glass and eat the whole fruit instead. The fiber in the whole fruit slows down sugar absorption and provides far more nutritional benefit. Most importantly, have a dedicated conversation with your pharmacist. They are often even more specialized than doctors in these drug-food interactions and can give you a definitive list of what to avoid. Now, let's move from your morning drink to your midday meal. This brings us to hidden danger number 2, the healthy sandwich. A slice of lean turkey or chicken, perhaps some lettuce tucked between 2 slices of whole wheat bread. It seems like the perfect balanced lunch. It's got protein, it's supposedly got fiber from the healthy bread, and it's low in fat. What could possibly be wrong with that? Well, according to neurologists and endocrinologists, the trap lies in the very foundation of that sandwich, the bread. Many commercial whole wheat breads are a triumph of marketing, not nutrition. They are often made from wheat that has been pulverized into an ultrafine flour. Your body digests this flour almost as rapidly as it digests pure white bread or even sugar, causing a significant and rapid spike in your blood sugar. In response, your pancreas floods your system with insulin to manage the sugar, which is then followed by the inevitable crashing low a couple of hours later. That sudden wave of fatigue that hits you around 2 or 3 p.m. That frustrating brain fog where you can't focus or find the right word. That is not just a normal part of aging. For many, it's the direct result of a blood sugar roller coaster triggered by a seemingly healthy, high-carbohydrate lunch. For a senior's body, this cycle is particularly damaging. Each one of those blood sugar spikes contributes to a state of chronic low-grade inflammation throughout your entire body. Inflammation is a key driver of high blood pressure, and it makes your blood vessels, especially the delicate ones that feed your brain, less flexible and more brittle over time. You are, in essence, creating the perfect internal environment for cognitive decline and an increased risk of stroke, one healthy sandwich at a time. The solution is to rethink the bread. Look for genuinely low glycemic options, like 100% sprouted grain bread or a traditional stone-ground sourdough. Better yet, nutritionists often advise making it an open-faced sandwich, using only one slice of bread. And here is the most critical part. You must load it up with healthy fats and protein. These nutrients act as a buffer, slowing down the absorption of the carbohydrates and preventing that dangerous spike and crash. Add a thick layer of avocado, a slice of full-fat cheese, or a handful of nuts on the side. This simple shift can transform your lunch from a metabolic liability into a source of stable, lasting energy. Finally, let's address the third, and perhaps most widespread, hidden danger. This one isn't a food at all. It's a pill that is found in nearly every medicine cabinet in America. A pill that millions of people take without a second thought, because it's available right on the grocery store shelf. You're talking about over-the-counter pain relievers, specifically non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or NSAIDs. This class includes common names like ibuprofen and naproxen. The scenario is all too familiar. You have a headache, your arthritis is acting up from a day of gardening, or your back aches. You reach for a bottle. It's not a prescription. So the assumption is that it must be fundamentally safe. For the aging body, however, this assumption is dangerously flawed. In fact, routine, unmonitored use of NSAIDs can be one of the most significant hidden threats to a senior's health. Here's why. According to kidney specialists and cardiologists, first, as we get older, our kidney function naturally and gradually declines. Our kidneys have to work harder to filter waste and excess fluid from our blood. NSAIDs put immense direct strain on the kidneys. They work by blocking certain enzymes, but this action also constricts the blood vessels that supply the kidneys, reducing their function even further. Doctors see it constantly. Patients who, through the daily use of ibuprofen for their arthritis, have unknowingly pushed their kidneys to the brink of serious, sometimes irreversible damage. But the risks don't stop at the kidneys. These same mechanisms can also raise your blood pressure, which is a direct and major risk factor for both heart attack and stroke. For someone already on blood pressure medication, taking daily NSAIDs can be like trying to drive a car with one foot on the gas and the other on the brake. And third, NSAIDs are notorious for irritating the stomach lining, leading to gastritis, painful ulcers, and dangerous internal bleeding that can go unnoticed until it becomes a medical emergency. The guidance from medical professionals is unanimous. Treat NSAIDs with the same respect you would a powerful prescription drug. They are intended for short-term use only. If you have chronic pain, talk to your doctor about a safer, long-term strategy. This could include acetaminophen used correctly, topical pain creams, physical therapy, or even anti-inflammatory dietary changes. So let's bring it all together. Your morning juice interacting with medication, your lunchtime sandwich causing metabolic chaos, and your casual pain pill quietly straining your vital organs. 3 habits that seem harmless on the surface, but can have profound consequences when your body's operating system has been updated by age. This information is not meant to create fear. It is meant to empower you. It's about making a crucial shift from being a passive recipient of old health myths to becoming the active, informed CEO of your own well-being. It's about respecting the incredible journey your body has been on and giving it the precise care it needs now. The solution is simple in principle. Question everything. Read labels. Ask your doctor and your pharmacist pointed questions. And, most importantly, Learn to listen to the quiet signals your body is sending you. Choose whole, real foods over processed products. Hydrate with water, and always balance your meals. You have the power to make your senior years your most vibrant, energetic, and healthy years. It doesn't require a radical diet or a cabinet full of expensive supplements. It simply requires a new level of wisdom, one that matches the wisdom you've already earned through a lifetime of experience.